Cory Booker, we mentioned in New Hampshire tonight, to this afternoon and tonight. And both parties are competing to say who can be more torn apart by Israel and the issue of America's support for Israel. And Democrats have fallen a little bit behind thanks to Tucker and Nick Fuentes. And so this group, what's the name of the group? What's the name of this group, Paul? What's the name of this group with this ad?
I forget.
They've done on the occasion of Cory Booker's trip to New Hampshire, this group, I forget who they're called, they spent a tiny little bit of money. Really, is what I call video press release. They just buy enough so they can say to Politico, hey, here's an exclusive ad.
IMEU policy project.
Rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. Here's the ad. They're spending a tiny bit of money on. I doubt it's even on broadcast or cable. I bet it's just a digital, but we're talking about it because we're as hoodwinked as everybody else because it puts into sharp relief the reality, as we've seen going back to Biden-Harris, a lot of the energy in the party now is do not do anything to support Netanyahu or Israel. It's running, they claim, in both New Jersey and New Hampshire. Here's the ad.
This week, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker is in New Hampshire auditioning to be president. Booker stands with Israeli officials wanted for war crimes. When a majority of Senate Democrats voted to block Trump's weapons giveaways to Israel, Senator Booker voted with Republicans to keep the weapons flowing. This is Gaza. Our tax dollars paid for the weapons Israel used to do this. Senator Booker isn't fit to be the Democratic nominee for president.
So, Dan, the Booker spokesperson in Politico playbook that broke the news of this video has a very well-crafted statement about how, he supports the peace process and a two-state solution, blah, blah, blah. How confident are you that this is going to be a sustained issue into next year and beyond? Is it possible it'll be diffused?
It's going to be a huge issue. Yep. And I think I keep going back to that Michigan Senate primary where you have Haley Stevens, and you have a progressive endorsed by Sanders, who's Muslim background. I think that question of will you support aid to Israel is going to become something that you're going to see the hands, raise your hand if you would vote or vote against. I think it's going to be the same thing in the Republican Party. So I think it'll be huge in the primaries. Look, even if it's not a real buy. In 27, could I see real buys? Absolutely. Can I see candidates getting questionnaires? And look, in a 16-person race, someone's going to jump out and see if they can be the most anti-Israel, which just then puts the others in the box. So it is going to torment the party. It's going to torment our candidates from now through 2028.
Sean.
I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, the ad sucks. The buy sucks. But the message is absolutely right. This is going to be a defining issue in the primary for Democrats. And I think just that's a preview of what you're going to see. Just it'll be better production quality and more refined. But this is going to be an ad and an issue that every one of them has to address.
Would J.D. Vance answer that? Yes, I would fund unquestionably continue aid to Israel.
He might not say unequivocally, but I think he'll say Israel continues to be our strongest ally in the Middle East. They continue to be important. We need to support them. We will find ways in which, you can be a little mealy mouth on the commitment, but I think standing with Israel is still a tenet of the Republican Party.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.